Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about how to get your SP to conform. You clicked on this video because something's not right with SP. He's not doing what he's supposed to do and you're fed up and you want to figure out how to actually change it and get to the bottom of it. Well, if you're interested in knowing how to do that, you want to go ahead and continue watching this video to the end. My name is Stephanie. I'm a psychotherapist turned manifestation coach. And on this channel, we talk everything to do with actually getting your manifestation and self-improvement. If you're interested in this type of information, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload. Also, check me out in the description box below. I have my contact information and some free and paid goodies down there. So feel free to check that out. All right. So SP is not conforming, and I'm gonna refer down to my notes so I don't miss anything in this video. So you are doing absolutely everything you know to do to get SP to change into the version of himself that you want him to be. You may be doing your affirmations, you may be scripting, you may be doing the state akin to sleep techniques, just absolutely everything humanly possible, right? You may even be pretending that, the relationship is what you want it to be. But it's just not happening for you. So this is what you can consider, all right? You can consider, since the whole point of manifestation, or the end goal of all your techniques, is to put you in the state of living as if you already have your desire. You may consider that one of the reasons why he's not conforming is that you're not actually living the way that you would be living if your desire was already met, if he was already with you and being the person you want him to be. So I know that for probably the majority of you watching this video, that's where your hang up is you're not living and actually assuming that he's the person you want him to be because you're watching this video. He's not conforming, so you're not doing it. I want you to be real honest with yourselves. Are you actually living from the end? Okay? So ask yourself, would I be watching this video right now if I was assuming that my specific person was being the person I want him to be? If I was assuming that our relationship is amazing, if I were assuming that there are no problems that we have between us, if I was assuming that he loves me deeply and shows me on a day-to-day basis, if that was the case, you would not have clicked on this video, and you probably watch a ton of videos before mine, and you probably watch a ton of videos after mine. But I'm going to tell you, to speed things up for you or to actually make a shift, there are two ways that you can look at this situation. Two ways of living in the end of having SP. You have to think of it like this. There's always a dichotomy with these things. On a day-to-day basis, you come up to multiple times throughout the day, there's a decision that has to be made. It could go one way, it can go a completely different way. One way that you can ensure that you are living from the end of already having your SP, or that SP is conforming, is whenever you come up to a decision-making scenario, you right then in that moment stop yourself before you react, before you do anything. Stop yourself and ask, if I make this decision, decision A, am I living from the previous version of myself that assumed that our relationship is not right, that assumed that specific person is abandoning me, that assume that specific person doesn't love me, that assume that I'm not good enough? Or am I making the decision from the standpoint of I am already the person that's in a happy, healthy, whole relationship with SP. He is conforming. Our relationship is beautiful. It's perfect. So based on your decision in that moment will inform you of what version you're living. If you're living as your old self or you're living as your desired self. And this is a game that needs to be played on a moment to moment basis, decision to decision basis. Because what you'll notice is the more you will, you're bringing your awareness to who you're being, really. You're bringing your awareness to who you're being. And then you can see very clearly when you ask this question in the moment, oh yeah, no, that's not me living in the inn. No, me clicking on this video was me living in the lack state, not the state of having the desire. And the more you challenge yourself to choose the decision on a moment to moment basis of living as the person who already has specific person, then the more this new story becomes the dominant story. Okay, so that's what you do with SP for him to conform. Do this. Literally, I want you to do this, practice this, and come back to this video. And I want you to, tell everybody in the comments what happened, what the situation was, what you did, which is follow my advice, and then what the outcome was. Okay? Now, I also want you to consider this. If you are manifesting an SP that you have history with, and maybe it was not such a nice history, maybe. And if it wasn't, that story is strong. That negative story is very strong within your vibration. So yes, you can do all the techniques and do them repetitively, consistently over and over and over again and not see results for a long time. Now, you have a choice. You can continue because it will prevail. You can continue to persist in that new story. Continue to persist and affirm and persist and affirm and not waver. And things will shift. Things absolutely will shift for you. However, if you want the cheat code to things happening much faster for you in this case, then you want to revisit that old story. Don't stew in the old story. Don't dwell in the old story. But you're going to go back to that old story and you're going to rewrite that part. Rewrite the story. This is also called revision. You want to go back. If this is such a strong thing that's blocking your manifestation with a specific person over here, it's blocking you from jumping and living now in the new story. It's blocking you. It's heavy. It's real heavy. It has real weight to it. Then you want to go back to that story, like I said, and revise. Tell yourself all these beautiful stories of what happened in your relationship in the past. Script new, beautiful stories, okay? Work with this at the same time that you're doing this and watch things really take off. You can't be what's happening when this is the case with the strong old story and you're telling the new story. You're creating resistance for one and a double-mindedness there. Part of you is reliving the old story, ruminating over the old story, and then part of you is creating the new story and living in the new story. And you can't have both. One has to win. One has to win. So let's take the power away from the old story by creating new, beautiful stories at the same time that you're affirming and persisting in the new, beautiful story of you and your SP. I really hope that made sense, and I hope that helped you. I have some free goodies down there, and I'm creating a course specifically for SP, so be on the lookout for that. Also, I do lives, so make sure to tune into my community post so you'll see when I will be posting a live. It's basically free coaching. You can ask me whatever you want. I will give you the answers right then and there. All right, you guys, so I will see you, and I'm gonna make a whole series of SP stuff. So just you want to subscribe so you can stay in touch and get your questions answered in that as well. And I will see you on the next video. Bye, lovelies.